I'd like to often think that our life is made up of decisions that we have made for ourselves, out of which one of the key ones are the decisions that we make to decide on which university to attend to. This decides our path in life, our career in life, and what sort of life we plan ahead. Of course, that is done with the help of our parents. But what is more important is for us to know all the options that we have, what we can do, what our life can be. And we are here to help you with that exact decision today during this special program. I have with me a very well-versed individual who will definitely support in identifying what sort of a career path, what sort of a higher education path should you go for. So welcome to the show, and of course welcome our guest today, Professor Muthukumar Sami from the School of Information and Communication Technology from the Griffith University. Welcome to the show, Professor.
Thank you for having me.
So, Professor, like I mentioned, this is one of the key, or rather the pivotal decisions that a student would make in their lives. And I think it's very important for them to know exactly who is offering this advice, because I know that you are well versed in what you are talking about and the subject matter. But for the interest of our audience, if you have a quick introduction of you, sir.
Absolutely. Thank you very much for having me here. My name is Muthu, and I have studied here in Sri Lanka at the University of Peradeniya engineering, and then I did my PhD at Cambridge University. I worked at the University of Peradeniya for over probably 15 years, and then I'm with the Griffith University for over 2 decades.
Now, from beginnings from Sri Lanka with your BSc here in Sri Lanka from the University of Peradeniya to now representing Griffith University, you would have definitely understood the importance of why one must go abroad and then have that education background. So from your sense, why Australia and why Griffith University?
Oh, thank you for that question. It's an important question. I think your introduction was very good. Education empowers individuals, the society, the nation, and the mankind. And the right kind of education is important. In particular, as you said, decision making, and whether it's Australia or international or which university for that matter. Everything begins from the passion. If they have passion only, that they can thrive out of that. Why Australia? I would say Australia is a land of opportunity for anything. And Australia, in terms of education, it is actually the education system is one of the top in the world. And university education in particular is underpinned by the research that they carry out, because that's what we inform to the students in the class. In terms of research, say if you take Australia, it's only 0.3% of the world's population, but we punch above our weight. We produce about 3% of the research. So that informs why the education system in Australia is different to others. And in fact, our 4th largest export is education for Australia. And I can happily say there are about 40 universities, about a couple of them are private, all others are well-regulated system, unlike many other countries. So it doesn't matter which place you go in Australia, they are well-regulated, I can say. And then depends which university you want to go. There are a number of factors to decide. Whether you have somebody there who can give free accommodation for you as an international student, that's probably on terms of finance. But if you are interested in a particular field, then you can see which university offers the best choice for you.
Coming up with the quality that you mentioned, Professor, and now you also mentioned your last point was the field of study that one is interested in. And at the university, or Griffith University, the School of Computing is one of high-ranking departments that you have at your university. Now, IT field or the information technology field is ever-changing. It's rapidly growing. It's rapidly adjusting. How does the Griffith University adapt to this change in terms of injections of AI to cybersecurity to data sciences? How does Griffith University play their part?
Excellent. You had a lot of questions. If I can split that into small parts. If I can say Griffith is ranked in the top 2% consistently in the global universities. Griffith is a comprehensive university with about 50,000 students. programs, over 200 programs we have, from bachelor's degree to master's degree to PhD programs. Engineering, medicine, architecture, dental, sport development, very broad disciplines. And it provides interdisciplinary attraction there. Plus, you mentioned about the IT. Yes, IT is one of the fastest changing things. How we cope up, why we make the Griffith programs outstanding or competitive, if I can say, is that there are a few things. One is we revise the program and update as the technology changes. It's not following but leading what is likely to happen in the next 5 years. Basically, we consider as a university a factory where the students are coming and graduates are coming out, but our customers are the industry. They are going to recruit the graduates. How do we make these graduates employable, job ready after 3 years or 4 years when they graduate? So what we do is we consult industries. We have industry advisory board, and they are from either finance sector, IT sector, government sector, leading people. They look at our programs constantly, give some feedback. They recruit our graduates and give us some feedback. So this makes our program very competitive, job ready graduates. And what we think is we need to make our graduates employable with the right knowledge, skills, capability, and the right attitude. It's basically it's a learning journey within the university. We teach them how to learn because what they learn is going to change quickly.
Yeah.
So that's what we think we are making it different. And also in the final year of any of our programs, there's a work integrated learning component, WIL, which enables them to go out to the industry and work there and get the credit for that. Or even if they don't go out, they need to work on an industry project, which is a group work. So we develop team skill there and the communication skill. And to address real world problem, basically applying the knowledge on the real world problem.
Putting your theories into practice.
Absolutely, that is where lots of things make a difference.
And like Professor mentioned also, the Griffith University is not just about School of Computing. They've got different sorts of disciplines that might interest you. And to find out more information, we will have the website of the Griffith University right on display right now. You can go check it out, like Professor mentioned as well, multiple disciplines and whatever information that you require with regards to the coursework from their bachelor's to their master's to their PhD level, everything is available in this particular website. You can go check it out. And of course, you have more information about our professor right here as well on this particular link. Now also, one more thing, Professor, now I think you answered the next question I was going to ask, because a lot of parents are often worried, not just the parents, the applicants themselves are worried. Okay, I do pursue a degree in X and Y field. What are my prospects there and after? What sort of job opportunities do I have? Can I build a career out of it? But as you mentioned, sir, you already mentioned how it's a full-on exposure to putting whatever you learned in class into practice. And like you mentioned, you have team spirit that is built, you have communication that is built. Is there anything else to be added with related to career opportunities in IT?
Of course. When I ask the industries, how do you recruit? What kind of things you expect? They say, university's job is to make sure you have the knowledge and the skill, but we look for the communication, teamwork, and open-minded thing. So we develop curiosity among the students.
For the interest of time, Professor, unfortunately, I will have to stop you there. But like I mentioned, like Professor mentioned also, whatever the information that you require, everything is available on that website. If you want to specialize in ICT, you can go about that, right? And of course, we have our professor that will be joining in for any questions as well. And with that, thank you so much, Professor. That is our time for today. But we sincerely hope we meet once again to discuss. He is Professor Muthukumarasamy from the School of Information and Communication Technology at the Griffith University. Thank you so much, Professor, for joining.
Thank you very much for having me here.
Thank you so much for joining in. We will see you next time with another special episode of Seda Mawatha.
ලස්සන කතා ලස්සන දෙරණෙන් දෙරණ ලස්සන කරන ලස්සන දෙරණ